So we're going to click on symbology, and then you can see that there are different ways where we can display this income data. So what we're going to do is quantities. So go ahead and click that. We can either do it by graduated colors, where the darker colors symbolize either higher or lower income. We can do graduated symbols, and you have different shapes, and then the size represents the income level in this case. Or you can have proportional symbols. So what we're going to do is graduated colors. So we're going to select the variable that we want to map, median income. We're going to choose the color ramp, so choose a color ramp that you like. So I'm going to click on this green one. And then I'm going to do only 3 classes. So I want to show the cities that are low income, median income, and high income. And then I'm going to click on classify. So here you have different options. You can have the software do the breaks for you. You can do the natural breaks. It kind of like picks up what the natural breaks of the data are. You can do quantiles. You can do equal intervals. So if you want to maybe map income distribution by $20,000 income intervals, you can do that. In this case, we're going to do manual. So we're going to say that low income is that 80% of the annual median income for the county. So we had already calculated that ahead of time, and then 64,554. And then high income is 120% of the annual median income of the area. So that's actually 96,831. And then we just leave the upper limit as it stands right now. So basically what we're saying is that any income up to $64,000 is considered low income. Any cities that are between $64,000 and $96,000 a year are considered middle income. And then any cities that have annual incomes over $96,000 are high income. So we're going to click OK, then apply, and OK. So there you go. The darker area symbolizes the cities with higher incomes, whereas the light green areas show low income cities. So we can go ahead and add labels for this. So we're going to click on label features, so we can have the cities that we have, and then we're going to finish editing our map using the layout view. So I'm just trying to get the right size of the map so I can capture all the cities in my layout. The other thing that we can do by hand is to format this a little bit. So we're going to click on label, and we're going to delete all these zeros so that when we include our legend, it's all nice and clean. Apply, okay. And then here, I'm actually going to write this out. So click on the median income, go to general, and oh, wait. Actually, we just want to double click on that and then write it out. Annual median income. That way when we include a legend, it's going to be legible. So we're going to click down here on our layout view, and this is how our map is going to show. So we probably want it a little bigger, so let's zoom in. And let's zoom in until we find an appropriate size. So here we go. Now we are going to add our legend. So we don't need a label for the base map, but we do for the city. The city layer is the one that contains the income information. So we're going to click next. Here you can change the title of your legend. You can choose the color, the size, the font. You can add a border, a background. We're just going to leave it as it is. And click finish. So here you go. So here we have our legend that tells us what the different colors represent. Now we're gonna insert a north arrow so we can guide our reader on the direction of the map. Let's place it. Okay. And now we're gonna insert a scale bar, also to guide our reader. So this, you can choose whatever scale bar you prefer, and you can also select the scale that you want. So here we're just gonna do 10 miles. Do it a little bigger. Okay. And lastly, we're gonna add a title. So click here on title, and then here we go. So median income in Orange County cities. There you go. So you can also change the font and the color of this. If you just go to properties, you can go to change symbol and choose different fonts, every color that you want. You can place this in different parts. You can place it at the bottom. Okay, so now we have our completed map. We have the cities by income, we have our legend, our North Star, our scale bar, and our title. You can also add other text if there are particular things that you want to highlight. All you have to do is click insert and then text. So for example, here if you wanted to point out that this is the Pacific Ocean, you can add text here. So now that we have created our map, we want to export it so that we can open it in a readable format. So we're going to click on File, Export Map. Then we're going to name it, so Income OC. And save as type, we can save it as a JPEG. And we click Save. Right. So now let's minimize and open our desktop. And here you have it. This is the finalized picture of our map.